You can't tell me it's too expensive. You can only tell me that it's a stupid idea.
No, I'm allowed to be here until the police come.
Ethics just hold me back. You know, like friends who stop me from driving after I drank too much.
Two dumb babies.
I love good NASA slander, man. That's fucking my favorite. With Willie, Simon, and Eric Freedman.
I would like all of you to know we're not in this together.
Dude, we're back.
We're back.
We're back. Tuna Babies is back. We missed you very much.
We missed most of you.
We missed 90% of you.
We missed you watching us.
Yeah, we missed doing this, at least. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for sticking around for season 2. We got the new theme song, courtesy of Tristan Rosinski, a.k.a. Open Eyes, a.k.a. Bad Sign, a.k.a. Mr. Fist Ya Sister.
We're in this nice new studio thanks to the help of our buddy Abe Kassem of Kassem Works.
We got our buddy Halliburton. He's the new, he's our new show producer. Say what's up, Halliburton.
Hey guys, really glad to be part of.
All right, that's enough. We're ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready to hit it. It's been like a really good month for Native Americans. Like, this is the first string of wins they've had since the 1700s.
Yeah, like back before they were Native Americans. They were just like Americans.
Yeah, even before they were Indians. The Native Americans are like the lions. Like, it's just good to see them get a win. Did you hear about Oklahoma?
Yeah, the government like ruled that most of it's Native American land now.
Yeah, but do you know how?
Wasn't there like some treaty in the 1800s or something?
No, dude, it is so much worse. It's actually, this is probably the biggest defeat for civil rights that we've had in fucking a long time. Like, this is...
The Native Americans getting their land back?
Yeah, so Oklahoma's ruled Native American land, and it's actually the worst thing that could possibly happen for Native Americans. I realize this like child rapist from the 90s, and I wish there was a better word for them, but there isn't. There isn't anything softer you could call.
Yeah, anything softer is just not correct.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, child. Now, you can't say he diddled anyone because it's way worse than diddling.
You probably also shouldn't be trying to make like a rapist sound better. You're like, no, what he did was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to make it sound bad what he did.
I want to make it sound easier on anyone listening to it. That's all I'm thinking of you guys. Right?
Yeah.
He came out and said that his trial was not legit because of this treaty from the 1800s. It's Native American land.
It's definitely the worst way to find out it's your land.
This has got to be the worst. Like, Native Americans are going to be like, hooray? Like, good, I think.
Also, it was their land.
But it's like no one honored it until this child rapist came out and he's like, hey, this is actually, I was tried by the wrong people.
Landmark win for Native Americans. Devastating loss for children's rights advocates everywhere.
This is a much bigger win for pedophiles than it is for Native Americans. Like, they didn't have Martin Luther King Jr., they had Martin Luther King Minor. This guy is
He's not the hero we wanted or deserved.
not the hero anyone wanted.
He's also not the hero we'll mention in newspapers. We really should leave him out of this.
Just say it's Native American land and that's good, but don't talk about who brought it up. This dude has given Native Americans their first big victory since, like, Crazy Horse.
They had Crazy Horse and then this pedophile after like 200 years.
I think it's kind of convenient, though. Right as Epstein Island goes down, they legalize pedophilia in Oklahoma. That's pretty fucking crazy.
I don't think that's what's going on there. I don't think it's like Wayfair's headquarters are now Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, they move them. They're like, okay, I know how to get around this. You know, if you mix up all the letters in Gislane, it spells Oklahoma. The government's always reluctant to help Native Americans, but the second they hear a pedophile's in danger, they're like, we got to do something to help out. we gotta make all of this Native American land. We got to honor this treaty finally, because one of us is about to get hurt.
Like, but sir, he's an Indian.
Didn't you hear what he did? I don't care what color he is. He's one of us.
Yeah.
He's a pedophile like me. I'm an important senator. The guy never even argued that he didn't do it. He's just like, the wrong people convicted me. I definitely didn't, but...
You people don't get to kill me. The people of the Creek Nation deserve the right to kill me.
The Creek Nation's like, stop fighting for us. You're making it worse, please.
This land is the property of the Creek Nation.
Yeah, no, the Creeks are like, yeah, it is the property of the Creek Nation.
And I should be allowed to diddle any kid.
All right. What? No, you're ruining it. You're completely... Less I, more we.
Oh, sorry. We, as Creek Nation, should be allowed to diddle.
No, that's... once again, he's not getting what I mean.
He's like, was that not it? Was that not what we were... I'm on your guys' side. I'm saying it's Indian land, and we should be able to do whatever we want.
They gave him 1,000 years in prison.
1,000 years? I thought after like 100, they just give you like a life sentence.
The judge is like, I don't know if Indians are immortal or not, so give him 1,000 years just to be safe.
Yeah, like we're worried he might get like another life. Maybe he like turns into a wolf or something.
Yeah, spirit wolves live a long time. I know that. The judge is like, Indians already are immortal, and now he bathed in the blood of children. This guy might live to be like 20,000. I don't know.
It could be his ancestors or the Clintons that are the source of his immortality.
I love that the Clintons bathing in children's blood is like a mainstream theory now.
Yeah, Bill Clinton in the 90s was like, everyone thinks I'm a cheating sex hound. At least it can't get any worse.
And it gets to 2020, he's like, oh God, I'm bathing in the blood of children. This got a lot worse. What does Oklahoma mean?
Oklahoma literally translates to red people.
Yeah, I don't think they came up with that definition. Like, that was the settlers' definition of the word.
Oklahoma means probably like people of the land or something.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, red people, whatever. Yeah, I get it.
What if the Washington Redskins just changed their name to that?
Yeah. The Washington Red People seems like a lateral move.
Yeah, but it seems worse when you talk about people's skin, right?
I feel like that name change... Like, it's mostly, I'm sure it offended some people, but it's like, it's mostly to alleviate white guilt. That's why we changed the Redskins name.
Yeah, we're like, this name's offensive to them. And they're like, no, it's like really way more offensive when you guys like murdered all of us and stole our land and then wrote about it out of context in your history books. That's
exactly.
Really what hurt.
They're like, change the name. It's making me feel bad that we called them that.
Like, we need a new cartoon for the Indians. Like, what?
Like, why don't we fix the textbooks? Well, I don't read textbooks. I watch football, okay? I think we should just let him have Oklahoma. Let him have the whole state. Who cares?
Yeah, Indians used to call it the Great Plains. We just call it flyover country.
Yeah, this actually means something to them. They had a beautiful name for it. We're like, yeah, no, I'm on my way to Boston, dog. Fuck this fucking place.
We're like, it sucks slightly more than Kansas.
Yeah, it's not even Montana. If you're going to be a shitty state, at least have some natural beauty, all right?
Yeah, give me some rivers and mountains, not just juggalos and bison skeletons.
It's not even like Hawaii, dude. Like, I get why you're like holding on to Hawaii and shitting on the natives there. You know, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, we all collectively want Hawaii.
Yeah, the whole world wants Hawaii. Right? Hawaii's awesome. Like, I remember calling people like Oklahomos when I was a kid, and that's the only thing Oklahoma has ever meant to me in my life.
They were just like a shitty schoolyard insult to you.
Yeah, like an insult I can't even say anymore because it's like too offensive, so it's not even useful. It's like a verbal titty twister.
Or like an Indian burn.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, the governor of Oklahoma just got COVID.
You know, if he had smallpox, I'd be suspicious.
Really? Pull it up.
COVID-19 is still in the United States. We know that. It's still in Oklahoma.
Like in my lungs, specifically.
Yeah, like centralized in my body.
He's someone who would never realize racism exists because it hasn't happened to his body. He's like, I don't even believe in knife wounds. I've never been stabbed.
No, I don't believe in dads because my dad left. I don't think dads are real.
I got tested yesterday for COVID-19, and the results came back positive. Commissioner Fry and I have worked with contact tracers based on when my symptoms developed.
It was right before I hand-painted the walls of the new children's hospital.
Kissed a lot of diabetic babies that day. A lot of old people, too.
On the mouth. They'll know who they got it from.
How come people still think COVID is a government ploy if most of the people who get it are in the government?
Texas did very little during the first wave, and now they have morgue trucks.
Morgue trucks?
Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like.
They didn't try and rename it to anything cool. Like,
you imagine being the company that sells morgue trucks? Like, everyone said, this was a bad idea, but this has been my year.
You know, it's been a bad day for the country, but pretty good year for morgue trucks. Everyone doubted me, and now who's laughing now? Not me, actually.
Yeah,
Still very sad. Nobody's laughing. Everything's awful.
I think they just wanted to make sure that people knew that they weren't ambulances. They're like, no one is possibly alive in here.
Yeah, there's no sirens.
You also, like, anyone can drive them. It's like, do you need a job and you don't throw up at the sight of a dead body?
Morgue trucks. Might be the job for you.
Do they just sell the morgue trucks, you think, or they give drivers? Like, they're the ones picking up all the bodies.
It's like reverse Amazon delivery because you're picking up stuff.
They're dressed in all black instead of brown like a UPS worker. Still the short shorts, though.
Still have the short shorts. I'm here to pick up your dad.
He's still got like the clipboard thing for you to sign.
Well, we still don't have endings. We changed a lot. There's still no endings to these. I'm glad Oklahoma finally means something to somebody again. I hope they keep that pedophile in jail. I hope the guy who saved Oklahoma never gets out of prison.
Maybe we don't award him with the title of saving Oklahoma for the natives.
I know we already did Martin Luther King Minor, but he's like Malcolm X, but like the Roman numeral X. 10.
For 10.
For 10. He likes kids.
He's Malcolm IV for 4.
But yeah, this is why you never meet your heroes. This is the main reason why. It's because sometimes they're monsters in ways that we don't even comprehend. Well, what's nice is that oil companies are kind of... it's going to be... Like, oil companies fighting Native Americans for oil rights does feel like we've gone back to the fucking 1800s again. So.
Yeah. I'm happy to see any oil company unhappy.
It seems like every time something bad is happening to Native Americans, it's an oil company's fault. So I'm really glad.
Yeah.
They finally got to fucking stick one to them. Welcome back to Toot 'em Babies. Thank you guys so much for watching.
We're back.
We're back.
Thank you to all our Patreon subscribers. Without you, we wouldn't have gotten this new studio or the new theme song.
Or these new endings. All right. Well, anyway, on that note.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.